sitting here. Been a while. Hope you're having a good time, a good day. A great time. Hopefully. There's some bad storms in the area. In my area. Around Washington, Iowa. So I figured I'd go for a nice flight. I don't have everything prepared yet. So let's see what we can do before it hits us. It's coming in, the worst of it should be coming in from our west. I'm not sure if I removed the pitot heating tube, pardon me, madame. Just gotta be certain about that. I'm gonna go ahead and bring up my radar here in the background. Morning radar, we got the whole Ryan Hall going. Shout outs to Ryan Hall, y'all. Who doesn't love Ryan Hall? There we go. We've removed the pitot heating cover. We should be ready to go. I'm gonna try to get this background noise not to be too terribly loud. I'm not trying to completely jack Ryan Hall's stream. But yeah, I do gotta be careful. There's bad storms in the area, and let me tell you, I am certainly quite afraid. Alright, let's get in the plane. Sorry for the disorganization today, friends. I'm gonna go ahead and divvy out the stream to my friends. And to people who aren't my friends. Hey, everyone's welcome to watch. Divvy out the stream. Okay, cool. Oh, hold on. Hey, good to see you, Will. Rep Tizzle's here too. Let's go. Hey, we got the whole crew. Alright, sorry for the wait, y'all. Like I said, we're gonna get the radar in the background. Rep Tizzle, keep an eye on your local radar. It's getting crazy. That's why we're going and flying. I'm gonna have Ryan Hall in the background here. Southern Iowa. Alright, hey. Let's do it. We need to get in the air before this shit gets to us. Let's go. Alright. Wiggle the ailerons. I'm gonna close my window there, get things nice and dark. Oh, Reptizzle says it's getting rather crazy where he's at. There's a particularly crazy cell going by Ottumwa right now, which should be probably this one right here that we're staring down the barrel of. Our goal tonight is Washington, Iowa to Cedar Rapids and back. I'm just setting my phone up. There it is. Alright. We're gonna have Ryan Hall babbling in the background. We need to get this plane up and going. We'll start by giving ourselves, we're gonna skip the checklist here. Full mix. Switch to the right tank. Reptizzle says the Ottumwa cell passed before it got serious, but the Hedrick area Unfortunately, I can't see the majority of messages today because I have the Ryan Hall up instead of the Snoot City stream. Rare occasion, but today it's okay not to have Snoot City as the main stream, huh? Like and subscribe and ring that bell. Alright, we're going to get our trim set at 1 because we want to get up and going. We're going to start with 10 flaps. There we go. Let's cut our fuel. We want it about 1/4 of the way. A little more than that. Alright. Battery. Alright, we got the battery and the alternator going. Just because it might get dark, we're actually going to turn the panel lights up and on. And, alright, get this out of the way. Will says, like the stream, y'all. Thank you, Will. I like the stream as well, and I like you. Alright, without much further ado, I think it's time to get the bad boy up and going. Oh no, what'd I miss? I know what I missed. The fuel pump wasn't on. Let's do it again. Oh no. We don't want to flood it. What am I missing? How embarrassing. We're in a hurry here. Checklist. This is why you always check the checklist before starting the engine. We have the brake on. The RPM. Fuel selector. Carb heat is off. Avionics is off. Let's go. On. Rich. Maybe we need more throttle. That's it. Should be it. Let's see what happens here. One more time. Come on now, work with me here. Oh, goodness gracious, we flooded it. Carb heat is off. Let's do it. Private ones. Turn that on. Full. Magnetos. Oh no, we're gonna have to do it. Today we're cheating, friends. Turn off the engine completely. Battery, alternator on. Put that to the full. Leave fuel pump on. Prop full. Give ourselves a little less throttle here, huh? Should be good, okay. One more time. Fuel selector, it can't be set to off. It has to be set to left or right. Maybe that was my problem. Oh man, we definitely flooded it. Well, let's do the cheat sheet start today, friends. Gotta admit defeat when you can. That's why you never take off without a checklist. So, now we have the avionics on. What do we got for lights here? We're gonna start with the lights on. Pitot heat. While we're on the ground, we're gonna turn it on. Actually, down here on the ground, it's about 60 degrees today. We don't need that either. First and foremost, we don't need all of this mix. While we're taxiing, we're going to lower the mix. We're going to go up to about 1,000 RPMs here. Low mixture. Time to get the ATIS. The storm's coming in quick.
Kilo Alpha Whiskey Golf Automated Weather Observation 2000.
Hello, Kitty Cat of mine.
Wind 19-1 at 2
Kitty Cat wants to go into the window.
10 in heavy rain. Sky condition. Ceiling 1400 overcast. Temperature 22C.
2.2950 is the altimeter. 2950. We don't want them to just sit there and keep babbling, so let's change the tune. Alright, what do you say? The wind was coming out of 191, which means we're going to want to take off runway 18, which is fantastic. Pretty sure we're already set up for runway 18, but let's just select a runway just to be sure. Runway 18 takes off to the north, which is great. We're going to be heading past Iowa City on our way to Cedar Rapids. While we're still here on the ground, too, we also do need to set up our flight plan. It's not going to be long until that storm hits. I'm getting nervous. Boom, hit the flight planner. We were going to take off from Kilo Alpha Whiskey Golf. That's Washington, Iowa, local. Add to flight plan. Oh man, as a waypoint. Hopefully it understands this is where we're taking off from. Kilo Indigo Oscar Whiskey. This is Iowa City, and we do want this as a waypoint. Kilo Charlie Indigo Delta, the Eastern Iowa Airport. That is our arrival. Come on, can we set our current destination as our departure? Let's go. What's going on here? Hit square. Flight plan, departure. Nice. This is just so we can go ahead and get some clearance. Let's see, can we switch it? We do not want a VFR flight. We'd rather be doing instrumental so we can get heading. Flight details, IFR, let's go. That's all we need. We're going to be doing this without this EFB if possible here, so let's just get rid of that. And we can already see the storm coming in. Alright, lights. Alright, we want those on. We do want our streubs. Alright. Heating. Everything's good to go. We're finally ready for takeoff. Let's get clear and up in the air before shit pops off. The time is currently... I can't see very well. The time is whatever this says. 3:40 p.m. That's right. Didn't cheat there at all. Let's get clearance. We're going to be taxiing.
Kilo Alpha
Runway
Whiskey
18.
Traffic. PA-28-236 Alpha Sierra Alpha Niner Tree Niner is taxiing to runway 18. Kilo Alpha Whiskey Golf.
We go nice and slow so that we don't run this nice young fellow over, pardon me sir, and his robot dog. Alright, there will be no issue. Here we go. We are beginning the taxi, and yeah, it's looking rough out there. I don't know if you guys do have the Ryan Hall Y'all podcast on. He's showing pictures of it. It's coming up. Oh man, yeah, it's about to hit Washington. I wonder... So we need to go to runway 18. Runway 18 is this one. What do I see when I look out my window? Huh, not that bad. I get blinded and I crash the plane though. Alright. We're still doing good. Don't sue me. Don't fly with me until I've had my coffee. Alright. Hope everyone's having a great day. Look at these clouds. Crazy and ominous looking. The majority of it is going to be tornado watch. It's going to be coming up on us soon. Oh, I hear noise. Sounds like a scary wind or perhaps even some thunder. We're already clear, so don't need to worry about the hold short point. We're clear for runway 18. Runway 18, which takes us in the direction of town, which means we're going to need to taxi all the way to the end of this runway, I'm sure. No doubt in my mind. Okay. I'm a dummy. I do need to use the EFB. My dumbass forgets how runways work. I'm on runway 18. I'm facing direction 18. Could have swore that was north, east, south. That's south. Direction 18 is south. Alright, well, it's too late now. Close that. Oh, goodness gracious. In real time, you can see the weather rapidly deteriorating, and in real life, too. I hear the wind blowing in. How cool is that? Alright, we really need to get up in the air. We're looking at a 3:45 takeoff. The time is currently 3:43. Gonna hit some of the peace pipe and we'll get it going. Turn our cabin light on just in case. Oh, look at that. It's a good thing we didn't take off. Our door was fucking open. That would have been a bad time. Lock the door. We want no pitot heat. We want all of our lights on, except for our landing lights, of course. Landing and taxi lights. Turn that shit off. What's going on over here? Can we get into anything? Nice, alright, there we go. We got a little something down there. Can we clear this one? Yes, sir. Alright, we're not going to take time to set it up. We know where we're going. Reset our vision. We need to turn our transponder on before we go. That's the autopilot. There it is. Stand by. Test. On. Okay, here we go. Let's give it the tower. There is no tower. Alright, so fortunately, most of the storm is now to the west of me. However, we need to go to the north. So let's do that. Call up the tower. Start by adding more full mix. Get ready. Reset our view. Contact the tower. Hello, Simon, my kitty cat. My cat is getting a little nervous, it would appear. We're going to be departing to the north, so we'll take off, fly 1,500 feet up.
Whiskey Golf traffic. PA 28-236 Alpha Sierra Alpha Niner Tree Niner, taking off runway 18. Departure to the north. Kilo Alpha Whiskey Golf.
To the left, look to the right. Here we go. Thanks for joining Snoot Airlines, and we are off. Oh wait, how's the meme go? Squat-a-la, we're off. It's what they used to say when I was a boy. The power flaps. We took off at half throttle. Not normal, but it happens. So we're going to go ahead and adjust our trim first and foremost. I think in the Piper, trim is a wheel above your head. We're gonna begin to climb to about 1,500 feet. Then we're gonna wheel off to the north. Here we are, we have our trim set, nice and comfy and cozy. We got our trim set. Here we are, we're gonna wheel off at a bank. Let's get a flight following, and so we're desperately gonna need that. Tune to Chicago Center.
Chicago Center.
Give ourselves a little bit of rudder here.
PA-236 Alpha Sierra Alpha Niner Tree Niner is type PA-28-236 PA-28. 1 mile south of Kilo Alpha Whiskey Golf, 1800. Request flight following.
PA-28-236 Alpha Sierra Alpha Niner Tree Niner, Chicago Center. Squawk 0704.
0704, Snoot Alpha Sierra Alpha Niner Tree Niner.
Squawk 0704, PA-28-236 Niner Tree Niner.
PA-28-236 Niner Tree Niner, radar contact 1 mile east of Kilo Alpha Whiskey Golf, 2600. Altimeter 2950.
Snoot Alpha Sierra Alpha Niner Tree Niner.
Roger, PA-28-236 Niner Tree Niner.
Alright, so immediately we're losing ground contact. That's not good. We're going to climb to about 6,000 feet today. As we climb above 3,000, we need to slowly drop our mix. She said 050, we're at 2950. Got you.
PA-28-236 Niner Tree, Niner contact approach on 119.7. Good day.
Snoot Sierra Alpha Niner Tree Niner, 119.7.
119.7. PA-28-236 Niner Tree Niner.
As we go through the clouds, we're going to want to turn our pitot heating on. We're not going to turn our anti-ice on or anything. I think we're doing good. We're just going to go ahead and continue to climb, and we need to not succumb to the IFR. It's been a while. We're going to climb to 6,000 feet. Climbing very rapidly now. Just keep the plane nice and level. It'll be fine. Drop a couple points of trim. See what happens. We're actually going to drop a little bit more speed here. We are being blown asunder. So let's go ahead and get up in the air here. We're going to keep climbing. Looks like there's a pocket above us. No reason to get lost chasing pockets, alright? Let's level ourselves out. Get on the horn. Contact approach.
Approach, PA-28-236 Alpha Sierra Alpha Niner Tree Niner, 5200.
PA-28-236 Alpha Sierra Alpha Niner Tree Niner, approach altimeter 2950, radar contact. Continue.
Will says it is foggy. Yes, it is indeed quite foggy up here. He said continue, so we don't need to respond. Whoops. As you can see down there, we got a little bit of a radar. Not much. Will says, be careful, Captain Snoot. I will keep us safe, my friend. There are bad storms in the area, so we're going to have to do what we can. Leveling out now at 6,000 feet. We need to level off some more of this mix. We're actually going to go ahead and keep climbing probably all the way to about 8,000. I really want to get above this cloud cover. And we are maintaining heading at north. With 001 degree heading. We're gonna main this track until we hit Iowa City. Look at there! We're finally breaking into cloud cover. We're actually gonna wheel to the left a little bit and keep climbing. Here's the view, look at that. Beautiful, isn't it? Right behind us is the storm. Or at least a bit of storm. There you are, you can see the rising cumulonimbus tops in the distance of the storm. Looking out behind us, what do we see? Let's just do a little circle of the area. Before I take too much tension off. Gonna go to about 20 manifold pressure. Cut a little bit of this, cut down to about 2300 here, 2200. And alright, let's do a little circling of the area. See where we are. All in all, this is a visual rules flight, so. What do we see below us? Nothing but farmland. That's okay. We know back there is the town of Washington, because that's where we came from. We're just doing a little flight seeing right now. Below us is a point. Can we see what that point says? 0.01040. Alright, I think that's a radar site below us. So I know we need to go northeast of that. There's a big one. There's a towering. Oh, yeah, Reptizzle. I can't really focus on the stream. Reptizzle, do you have any information? You say Kelowna's about to get nailed. Give me any more information you have. Jamie, can you pull that up? While we're up here circling. We offer any flights, here's the opportunity. If you got some smoke, feel free to smoke. Snoot Airlines is smoke-friendly airlines. Reptizzle says it's heading towards CR north of Washington. Alright. Is it like a confirmed tornado? Reptizzle? My mommy's coming home from Iowa City on the main highway by Ainsworth. I didn't think my bro's out by Davenport. Alright. We can see it here actually. You said Kelowna's about to get nailed? One of these two right here is Kelowna, and I'm gonna be honest, I think it's this one right in front of us. Behind us is Washington. Let's pull it up. We were trying to do this without EFB, but just to be sure. Okay, so here's Washington. We actually might be a little bit closer to Riverside. I don't really do daytime flights, so in the day it's actually sort of difficult, isn't it? Climbing now to about 8,000 feet. We're going to cut the mixture even further. Down below us. Can we make sense of any of this? Oh, we're losing altitude way too fast. We don't want to put so much stress on the airframe. Drop some of that trim. Drop some of that trim. Little movements make big differences, so we'll just let the plane even out. See how she's feeling. We're going to continue our waddle on up to Cedar Rapids. We're following the river. That's going to be our plan of action to hit Cedar Rapids. Iowa City Municipal. Reptizzle says it looks like it's going to go through Kelowna, then Iowa City.
Kilo India Oscar Whiskey traffic. PA 28-236 Alpha Sierra Alpha 9er Tree 9er.
10 miles
10
south.
miles south. Overflying the airport from south to north at 8,000. Kilo India Oscar Whiskey.
Ooh, Rep Tizzle says Johnson and Washington County are under a warning, huh? I sure hope the sirens don't go off. So yeah, you're saying they got like a tornado warned storm going through Kelowna then, huh? Well, thank you, Rep Tizzle. I do appreciate that. Let's look to our left. That's most definitely gonna be either this one that we're about to fly into or the one to the left over there, over yonder. Most likely one of those two is where Kelowna is. Look at that. There's something down there below us. Okay, radar detected rotation. I gotcha. We're gonna cut our throttle a little bit. We've had a good time flight seeing. We've taken in the warnings. All in all, seems like myself, mostly safe. As long as my mommy can hurry home, she should be safe. And then my brother, he's going to be pulling into town by the time it rolls through. Jesse's in Kyoto. You know what's up on Kyoto? Anything in Kyoto? I feel bad because he just moved there. And it's like as soon as he moves there, they get another, you know, big crazy-ass tornado. Oh, yeah, it's my mother. Hold on. I'll play up there on. Well, you just be careful driving out there. They say if you stay on the main road, you should be fine.
Yeah, no, I am where I'm at. I can see where they all are, and just to try to find it off this road, you know, not saving out for sure.
Oh yeah, but you can see all the storm chasers though, huh, in their cars.
Yeah, but I'm gonna pull over right here.
That's cool. Apparently, Kyoto got hit pretty bad.
Not a tornado, right?
No, I don't think with a tornado, just like, you know, a bad storm.
I'm just sitting here where all the storm chasers are.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just be careful.
It's going. It's gonna go.
Alright, well, you be careful coming home, alright? Yeah. Alright, Mama, let's go. Love you, bye-bye. Alright. Hello. Snoot loves his mom. Snoot loves his mom. Sorry about that. We wanted to get the Snoot mom on the stream. Nice, we're returning. Let's get back focused. We're starting to, what are we doing? Are we gaining altitude? We're actually leveled out about perfect. And we're flying around a big old cloud top here. As long as we maintain altitude here at about, what are we at, 7,700? We want to be going an odd amount of numbers because we're headed eastward. So 7,700, nice and leveled off here. We're just going to skim the cloud tops and have a great time. We're actually going to turn our pitot heating off. Wow, can you imagine the power of these clouds right there? It's like you could reach out and touch them. There's something crazy going on with that window over there. Oh, nope, I'm just high, and that's what the wing is. I thought that was a crack, but it's a wing. That's why they don't let you smoke weed and fly planes. So, alright, we're gonna cut these clouds like a valley. We're gonna cut through these clouds just as if they were a valley. Shout out to the late, great David Lynch. I hope you see my streams as Lynchian. Surrealist masterpieces. We were flying by Albuquerque, and we had to cut through the mountains like this. We passed the New Mexico Vegas. We passed through Albuquerque, and we cut through the mountains down through Alamo. If anybody joined a couple streams ago. Ooh, we can hear some thunder rumbling in there. Will says Lynchian MSFS stream poggers. Thank you, Will. Appreciate you. There it is. There's the greater storm. Even though there are a couple isolated cells like the ones we're flying by, you can actually see the greater storm front over here. Beneath us is indeed a bit of turbulence. So we're going to go ahead and skirt down into the basin here, see what kind of trouble we can get up to. I know we do need to... Our VRO lines say we need to be going this direction, but I know Cedar Rapids isn't in this direction. Again, we can hear the ominous rumbling, but we can't see any thunder, any tunda. We're losing altitude at about 5 feet per second. What is our speed looking like? Our speed could be looking a little better, actually. Let's give ourselves a bit of throttle as we drop a bit of trim. See, that's the key. Your throttle controls your altitude as well as your speed. So as we throttle up, you see we nose up. I've already had to compensate about 5-6 points of trim, and we begin falling. There we go. Sitting now 7,500. That's where I'd really like to level off. We can see the river below us. We're gonna follow the river because that's how you get to Cedar Rapids. Now that I know my city isn't gonna get completely decimated, I'm gonna turn Ryan Hall down a little bit. Shout outs to Snoot. Snoot City survived this one, it would appear. And it looks like we all just might survive this flight as well. I was thinking these storms would be a little worse for the wear. They're really building up rapidly behind us. We're going to do a quick little another fly around segment. Let's take a look at what we just missed. Yeah, you can really see them starting to puff up back there. There we go. I like this low angle, especially when you dip the wing down. It lets you look out. Do not open above 120. Ooh, some worrisome noise. I think that's thunder. Could just be the wind. I'm sure my viewers can hear that as well. What happens if we open this? Maybe we can hear it louder. It definitely sounds like thunder, right? We got some lo-fi rainy mood beats to study to. So we're actually going to begin descent. We need to get serious. Oh, goodness gracious. Lo-fi thunder noises to get scared too? Yeah, that's not the truth. Alright, we need to select Cedar Rapids. We're still a ways out. We're actually closer to Iowa City than we are anything. Iowa City Municipal. Picayune. We're looking for the Eastern Iowa Airport. There we go. First off, let's tune to the ATIS.
Cedar Rapids Airport information, Mike. 2100 Zulu. Wind 171 at 11. Visibility 8 in heavy rain. Sky condition 1400 scattered. Ceiling 4400 broken. Temperature 19er. Dew point 16. Altimeter 2948. ILS runway 9er in use.
So, Rep Tizzle says the cell hooked just a little before Kelowna. Hooked. Hooked as in started rotating, or hooked as in weakened? We're going to use runway 9 for landing. We need to go ahead and request a full stop landing here. So let's see.
Cedar Rapids Tower, PA 28-236
13 miles
Alpha
east. We need to
Sierra
head
Alpha
straight to the
9er
west
Tree
now.
Niner is 13 miles east, 6200 with November to land.
Advise that we have November.
PA-28-236 Alpha, Sierra Alpha 9er Tree Niner, Cedar Rapids Tower. Altimeter 2950. Enter left traffic runway 9er.
Yes, sir. Left traffic, runway 9er, Snoot Alpha Sierra Alpha 9er Tree Niner.
Fly left traffic runway 9er, PA 28-236 9er Tree Niner.
They want me to fly left traffic, runway 9er. Got you, got you. Hook is in rotation, my goodness. So actually, it just popped off before Kelowna, huh? Hold on, get another call. hello, okay. I return. Got a little lower than I planned to get. We need to increase our propeller speed, increase our mixture. I'd also like to get a little bit of height. I'd like to get to about 3,000 feet, especially what with this big old front coming up ahead of us. Reptizzle says it is by Kelowna right now. We're gonna give ourselves a little bit of throttle so we can go ahead and get some altitude. We don't want to climb above 10. There we go. I got the Ryan Hall back up myself. Ooh, yeah, look at that. That is bad looking over by Kelowna. Okay. Focus now, focus now. We're going to remove 2 points of trim, see what happens. I'm doing the little pilot trick. I'm keeping my radar and my phone right against my flight stick instead of having it by my television. Silly. Alright, so we're starting to rapidly gain here. We don't want to be climbing above 10. Trim. Will says trim the trim by 2 points. Trim up or trim down? We are having some trim issues. It's true. I can't deny that. Let's request some directions to the airport.
Cedar Rapids Tower.
Remove 2 points of trim.
236 Alpha Sierra Alpha Niner Tree. Niner is unfamiliar with the area. Request directions to the airport.
PA 28-236 Niner Tree Niner. Airport is 7 o'clock 21 miles. Cedar Rapids, airport information November.
Whoops. What did this lady say? She said... What did this crazy lady say? She says 7 o'clock, 21 miles. Oh, there's a tornado confirmed by Riverside. Okay. We need to gain a little bit of altitude and start chipping away. I'm gonna go ahead and wherever we're going, there's some dark clouds coming up, so we're gonna go ahead and see if we can't build up above that again. Reptizzle says there's a tornado confirmed by Riverside. Alright. Let's focus here. We're about to be flying into the clouds. Adjust the trim by giving ourselves 3 points. We need to really focus on our instruments. We don't want to get caught in any downbursts. Going pretty good. We're climbing. We need to cut that mixture just a little bit. We're gonna keep climbing, hopefully. We need to adjust our heading, though. Get back on the VOR line over here. Getting absorbed by the clouds. It's okay, we just need to focus on our turn coordinator and our horizon here. Drop 1 point of trim, it's okay. Whale to the left just a little. Release. And here we go. Keep to the left just to get our bearings, and we're going to keep climbing. We're going to keep climbing. Pull back on that yoke ever so slightly, as we're starting to nose down. And release. Release. Remove 1 point of trim. One more, and here we go, leveled off, back into the clear. We're climbing very steeply though. Cut more of that, cut a little bit of this propeller. 2300. 23. 7 positive points of trim. 10. Let's make it 10. 9, 8. Negative 2. There we go. Back in the VOR line. We're gonna call up Cedar Rapids, see just where we're at.
Cedar Rapids Tower, PA 28-236 Alpha Tree 9er.
Airport is 7 o'clock, tree 1 miles.
Request directions to the airport.
7 o'clock, 31 miles. We're gonna adjust and go heading west. Heading west 2530. Minus 2 points trim. And we're just gonna look around, circle back around. We're gonna float above the worst of it here. Call them up just to be sure this is the right direction. Previously it was 31 miles. Now it should be less
Cedar
than
Rapids
that.
Tower, PA 28-236 Alpha Sierra Alpha 9er Tree 9er is unfamiliar with the area. Request directions to the airport.
PA 28-236 9er tree 9er. Airport is 9 o'clock, tree 3 miles.
We just gotta bear with it. We were going the right way, I think.
Cedar Rapids Tower, PA 28-236 Alpha Sierra
Oh,
Alpha
Cedar
9er
Rapids
Tree
Tower.
9er is unfamiliar with the area. Request directions to the airport.
PA 28-236 9er tree
6
9er.
o'clock, it's
Airport
behind
is
me.
6 o'clock, tree 5 miles.
Roger that. Looks like we've overflown a little bit. Pull back on that yoke. We don't want to be dropping so fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Minus 5 points of trim. Minus 3 more points of trim. Alright, here we go. Let's just confirm this should be the right way.
Cedar Rapids Tower, PA 28-236 Alpha, Sierra Alpha Niner Tree. Niner is unfamiliar with the area. Request directions to the airport.
Oh, Reptizzle says Jerry works in Riverside and they're sheltered there. Hope he's okay.
Airport is 1 o'clock, tree 6 miles.
1 o'clock, tree 6 miles. One more time, just confirm.
Cedar Rapids Tower, PA 28-236 Alpha, Sierra Alpha Niner Tree. Niner is unfamiliar with the area. Request directions to the airport.
PA 28-236 Niner Tree Niner. Airport is 12 o'clock, tree 5 miles.
Tree 5 miles. Alright, for the next 35 miles, we are going to be maintaining this heading right here. That is heading 2-1. Roger that. We need to get level and even. We need to remove a little bit of mix. Everything else is good. Add 1 point of trim. Yeah, looks like everything is going up north to the Iowa City. Definitely do not want to descend below the cloud tops. Circle in, heading 2-1, add 1 point of trim. We're actually going to give ourselves a little bit of throttle to help with our altitude. There we are, we're just going to chill. I'm taking this opportunity while we're nice and relatively leveled out, good heading. I'm just peeking in with Ryan Hall. Just taking a peek with these here meteorologists in our snoot laboratories. Don't mind me, friends. We hope you're comfortable sightseeing. Normally I'd be playing some loading music or something, but it's a stressful flight. We ask that you just stay calm and bear with us. We'll be right back. Hello. Oh, hold on, friends. Checking in with my buds here. Oh, my good friend was in Kyoto and he seen it blow through. Sending videos. I wish I could share these videos through SnootTube. Damn. Hold on. Okay. Hello, friends. Snoot's back. The weather's good. Not to be so misleading with the title, to be honest. We should be less than 20 miles out from Cedar Rapids now. Let's call him up.
Cedar Rapids Tower, PA 28-236 Alpha Sierra Alpha Niner Tree. Niner is unfamiliar with the area. Request directions to the airport.
PA 28-236 Niner Tree Niner. Airport is 10 o'clock 24 miles.
10 o'clock. 24 miles. Rep Tizzle asked if my bro was in Davenport. He was. He has made it back safe. Now he's in Washington. But he sure was. My 10 o'clock would be heading 1-2. So I'm just going to go ahead and trust them and switch to heading 1-2. And then we're going to go for another 20 miles and see what happens. Below us we can see highway. I'm actually going to go ahead and add that 1 point of trim back. So again, here's the river that we lost earlier. In front of us you can see some storms coming down. That should be the south. Switching to heading 1-2. Hello, hello. Rep Tizzle says that Davenport's about to get it. Is that what he says? Davenport's about to get it.
Cedar Rapids Tower, PA 28-236 Alpha Sierra Alpha Niner Tree. Niner is unfamiliar with the area. Request directions to the airport.
PA 28-236 Niner Tree Niner. Airport is 2 o'clock 21 miles.
Alright, that is heading 2-1. Where we were at before we did all of this dumb shit. They're like, actually go to your 10 o'clock. Psych, I'm just kidding. I'm just playing. They said, what, 2-1 miles? We're still 2-1 miles out, are you serious? You yanking my chain? I don't know if anybody has Microsoft Flight Sim. We're going to be going for a Snoot group flight here soon. It's going to be me and my brother. We're going to be going from Washington probably to Fairfield or maybe Iowa City. If you ever want to join, if any of the viewers ever want to join, anybody ever wants to join on a Microsoft group flight, we usually go when there's storms. We try to fly in relative group formation, and we try to avoid using the EFB. You know, it can't always happen, but we try to just visual flight it. Very fun. All you got to do is spawn at the Washington, Iowa airport on real-time Microsoft East server. We play dedicated on the East server. So yeah, come and join us for a group flight. We usually fly in planes about this powerful. The Piper, the Goose, the Cessna 172, the Skywagon. So to the left of us, you can really see it coming down here. This is going to be where we're going too. Straight into Cedar Rapids. Give ourselves a little bit of mixture.
Cedar Rapids Tower, PA 28-236 Alpha Sierra Alpha Niner Tree. Niner is unfamiliar with the area. Request
Nothing can be
directions
done.
to the airport.
PA 28-236 Niner Tree Niner. Airport is 11 o'clock, 18 miles.
Roger that. Reptizzle says fly to Davenport. Yeah, we could do it. We could do it. Currently we're going to Cedar Rapids. Where are we? I don't know where the fuck we are. Okay. Reptizzle, where are you? I need your help. Which one of these is Davenport? This is Dubuque right here. This is Dubuque. Is this Davenport right here? KDVN? KDVN? Davenport. I will learn. Eventually, I'll learn the northeast quadrant. Alright, let's get rid of that filthy looking EFB. Take this back to a visual rules flight. One more time. Call up the Eastern Iowa Airport.
Cedar Rapids Tower, PA 28
Oh, goodness.
236 Niner Tree Niner. Airport is 10 o'clock.
Storms are rolling into my local area, actually. The second wave is here. Time to bring Ryan Hall back up. How far they say we were? Like 15 miles out? Sorry, we're gonna get some ads here.
Cedar Rapids Tower, PA 28-236 Alpha Sierra Alpha Niner Tree. Niner is unfamiliar with the area. Request directions to the airport.
Oh my goodness. It's a storm. It's here. Ah! My kitty cat to sit in the window. Simon, please. Go sit in the window for me. We're experiencing some chaos here. So we're approaching what looks to be the greater Cedar Rapids metro here.
Cedar Rapids Tower, PA 28-236 Alpha Sierra Alpha Niner Tree. Niner is unfamiliar with the area. Request directions to the airport.
Oh, good God, the storm's blowing in. Holy. It is pouring down rain here. My goodness gracious. Oh, it's a torrential downpour. No matter, a real pilot doesn't let them bother. Let them bother. A real pilot is not bothered by the rain. I'm gonna get Ryan Hall speaking loud here.
Intense again. The storm is trying to press another tornado right now as it moves up towards Downey. The smoke
Shoutouts to Ryan Hall. We got some audio.
Cedar Rapids Tower, PA 28-236 Alpha Sierra Alpha Niner Tree. Niner is unfamiliar with the area. Request directions to the airport.
PA 28-236 Niner Tree Niner. Airport is 1 o'clock 10 miles.
Alright, here we go. They said that the runway is 10 miles ahead of us. We need to locate it. We're sitting at about 3,000 feet. Thunderous applause. We need to go... Whoops, we need to go full prop throttle.
Cedar Rapids Tower, PA 28-236 Niner Tree Niner. Cancel landing intention.
PA 28-236 Niner Tree Niner. Your cancellation is received.
Canceled. Alright, let's reschedule. Nearest airport. Eastern Iowa. Full stop.
Cedar Rapids Tower, PA 28-236 Alpha Sierra Alpha Niner Tree Niner is 8 miles northeast, 1900, with November to land.
PA 28-236 Alpha Sierra Alpha Niner Tree Niner. Cedar Rapids Tower. Airport is currently IFR. Request denied.
Request denied. They denied me at Cedar Rapids. Are you serious? Ain't no way. Look at that, our GPS is shorting out on us too. Land anyway. This is a serious situation. Let's go ahead and adjust our stuff here. So Cedar Rapids won't take us. Normally I would just land anyway. We're gonna go ahead and route all the way back to Iowa City. Let's get this back under control here. Give ourselves a little bit of positive trim. Iowa City Municipal. Runway, we need something close to 2.5. 2.5. Full stop landing. We're going back to Iowa City.
Kilo India Oscar Whiskey traffic, PA 28-236 Alpha Sierra Alpha Niner Tree Niner, 19 miles north, 1900, inbound to land, runway 25, Kilo India Oscar Whiskey.
Roger that. So they said we're 20 miles to the north. All we need to do is head straight to the south. Washington is getting your storm right now. What do you mean, my storm? The storm that we're in the game? Shouldn't last long. Yeah, in real life it came in crashing like a lion. It was insane. I had my window open and like the 3 seconds it was raining absolutely soaked my entire bedside table. Almost like trashed my bud. Oh man, I had it covered. So it should be good. Yeah, it's still okay. Horrible. Let's get back under control now. Once more, announce our position. Ooh, there's some lightning.
Kilo India Oscar Whiskey traffic, PA 28-236 Alpha Sierra Alpha
Push
Niner
the yoke
Tree
forward.
Niner, 18 miles north,
Release.
2100, inbound to land, runway 25, Kilo India Oscar Whiskey.
Head straight to the south. Sitting at 2,300 and climbing. We don't want to go above 2,500 really. Let's see if we can't level off. Nice and easy. Right here. Give him some nice coffee. Just dip 1 point of trim. And we're just kind of skirting. We're riding on the storm, if you will. Riding on the storm. Hey, Will, I gotta go now. Good luck with the rest of the flight, Captain. Thanks for the stream. Good luck, my friend. Best of luck to you as well. I'm always happy to have you join. Count that one as a survival. We lived this time. Alright, goodbye, my friend. Riding on the storm. Remove 1 more point of trim and continue on a southbound disposition. It is sweeping upon us. Eponymous. Hippopotamus. We're not going to be able to make it in time before this storm gets us, but that's okay. Oh, is that lightning? How terrifying. The thick of it. I'm in the thick of it, everybody knows. It's past Cedar Rapids. That's actually where we find ourselves in. That actually must be what we're seeing here on the right. The thick of it. Indeed, we probably are. We're starting to encounter some precipitation ourselves. In front of us, it looks like we're going to enter an area of heavy winds. Remove 1 point of trim, see if we can't level off. We need to maintain a southern disposition. Our heading is very important. I said the heading is important, and then I immediately quit following it. Call in. How far out are we?
Kilo India Oscar Whiskey traffic. PA 28-236 Alpha Sierra Alpha Niner Tree Niner. 15 miles north. 2900. Inbound to land. Runway 25. Kilo India Oscar Whiskey.
Hello?
Kilo India Oscar Whiskey traffic.
14
PA
to the north.
28-236 Alpha Sierra Alpha Niner Tree Niner. 14 miles north. 3000. Inbound to land. Runway 25. Kilo India Oscar Whiskey.
We're obliviously above it all, and this terrible resolution is kind of... We're in Polygon land up here. Iowa City is worse than Cedar Rapids right now, is what they say. And I'm sure it's true because look at it. There it is. That must be it, right? That must be Iowa City. And that's Cedar Rapids. Ooh, look at that. Double rainbow all the way across the sky. It's so bright and so vivid. Double rainbow all the way. It's an old meme for those of you who don't get it. It's from an age long lost that none speak of. So, we just want to ride the clouds here. Unfortunately, our GPS has been giving us a bit of issues. Ooh, want to back out before that becomes an issue. The worst of it, to our right, we'd like to avoid. Pretty sure we're just staying on a straight southerly disposition.
Kilo India Oscar Whiskey traffic, PA 28-236 Alpha Sierra Alpha Niner Tree Niner, 12 miles north, 3400, inbound to land, runway 25, Kilo India Oscar Whiskey.
Alright, this is 12 miles north. That means logically, we just need to continue 12 miles to the south. We're beginning to face some headwinds now. Oh, we're already at a low enough throttle though. Let's just dip some trim. Dip some trim. We don't want to drop below that 10. If it goes below 10, we pull back on the yoke. If it goes above 10, you push forward on the yoke. Again, Rainbow City, dude. Look at that. All the way, it's starting to look like a double rainbow. It's cool they have rainbow physics. Alright, this is going to be getting nerve-wracking here soon. We're above 3,000, which means we need to cut the mix ever so slightly. We need to get our trim under control as we're about to fly IMC. We're going to need to really focus on our instruments here. Remove 2
Kilo
points of
India
trim.
Oscar Whiskey traffic, PA 28-236 Alpha Sierra Alpha Niner Tree Niner, 10 miles northwest, 3300, inbound to land, runway 25, Kilo India Oscar Whiskey.
10 miles northwest. These need to go southeast. Southeast is going to be good. If we could just maintain it about 3,000 feet, we'll be like right above the shit. Entering the greater tri-state area. Here we are, one more time. Let's announce ourselves. I'm
Kilo
Snoop
India
City.
Oscar Whiskey traffic, PA 28-236 Alpha Sierra Alpha Niner Tree Niner, 8 miles northwest, 3400, inbound to land, runway 25, Kilo India Oscar Whiskey.
Again, I need to go southeast. Not the best
Kilo
scenario.
India Oscar Whiskey traffic, PA 28-236 Alpha Sierra Alpha Niner Tree Niner, 6 miles northwest, 3200, inbound to land, runway 25, Kilo India Oscar Whiskey.
6 miles northwest, southeast. Time to get ready for landing. Full mixture. Full prop throttle. Here we go.
Kilo India Oscar Whiskey traffic, PA 28-236 Alpha Sierra Alpha Niner Tree Niner, 5 miles northwest, 2900, inbound to land, runway 25, Kilo India Oscar Whiskey.
5 miles northwest. We need to be going southeast. We're going much more easterly to set up for a nice long final. We can see it there on the river. It looks like Point Mali, I believe.
Kilo India Oscar Whiskey traffic, PA 28-236 Alpha Sierra Alpha Niner Tree Niner, 4 miles north, 2200, inbound to land, runway 25, Kilo India Oscar Whiskey.
Four miles north. We need to brave the storm. Here comes the worst, scariest part. Full IFR landing. We have no references. There's a reference. We need to remember that. It's disappearing fast. We're slowly falling below 2,000. Slow things
Kilo
down.
India Oscar Whiskey traffic, PA 28-236 Alpha Sierra Alpha Niner Tree Niner, 3 miles north, 1800, inbound to land, runway 25, Kilo India Oscar Whiskey.
1,600 and falling slowly. 3 miles north. Peek on over. Can we see anything? Choo. Contact.
Kilo India Oscar Whiskey traffic, PA 28-236 Alpha Sierra. 2 miles
died.
northwest.
We're dead.
1300,
That's it.
Inbound to land. Runway 25. Kilo India Oscar
We
Whiskey.
died. What a sad end. I'm sure glad that my friend Will got out. Let's see how close we made it. Oh, pretty close too. So very close. We actually survived the second one. Could you imagine that? You just will yourself to not take any damage. Well, friends, it's been a good stream today. It's nice to get back out there. I've been really putting off streaming. Sad end today, but I hope you don't let this sway you into giving a negative review for Snoot Airlines. We'll go ahead and give any living passengers a coupon for the next flight. Thanks for joining. We're gonna go ahead and get the deboarding music on. Have a little Snoot session to say your prayers to. Thanks for joining today, friends. I hope everybody has a great time. I hope everybody's alright. The weather's been crazy. Yeah, let's go ahead and say our goodbyes. Have a great day, everyone.